As your career did progress from that time that you first saw Giselle, was it a struggle? Were there any great leaps to stardom? What kind of a path did it take, in your opinion?
Well, it all happened very fast for me, and that was good and that was bad. I wouldn't have wanted it any other way, but from the time I entered the company, I think within a year I was dancing major roles, and that happened for a number of reasons. They were circumstantial. There was nobody else available for injuries or whatever reason, and the company couldn't afford to bring in guest artists because that wasn't in the budget, and they had to look within their own ranks, and I got chances very early. So I danced Swan Lake when I was only 19. And you know, these were major breaks for me, and some of it I handled very well, excuse me, and some of it I didn't. I think I was really so engrossed in my career, and dancing was just the only thing in my life for a long, long time. And I don't think it could have been any other way, also, because dancing demands that of you if you want to be good at it. It demands all your time and all your energy and all your attention, and I gave it that for a long time, and the payoff was that I, you know, had a wonderful time. I traveled all over the world. I danced wonderful ballets. I worked with the top people in my profession, and I gained a reputation in my own country. So, you know, it was wonderful. But I didn't really give myself a lot of time, and I had to do that later on. I had to grow up a bit.
Looking back at your career and the fact that you said you really took a nice route, it happened, and some of it happened very quickly. I read it in 1973 at the International Ballet Festival in Moscow, where there were participants from over 100 countries. You came first in the pas de deux and tied for second on your own. Was that a milestone in your career along that path?
That was a major. I went with Frank Augustine. We were very young. I was already a principal dancer. He wasn't yet. Nobody'd really paid a lot of attention to us except Rudolf Nureyev, who I'd been dancing with for about a year. And he also believed very much in Frank and had given him major roles in Sleeping Beauty and ballets like that. But Celia Franca decided that we would be very well paired together, and she put us together and coached us and sent us to Moscow. And she was also a judge there. And that was really the beginning of our being recognized in Canada, and sort of the sort of launch of our careers, which was wonderful for us. It was a very exciting time. I'd never experienced anything like that. It was very nerve-wracking. I was absolutely terrified. I lost 10 pounds in the 3 weeks I was there just because I couldn't eat. I was so terrified.
And because you couldn't, you ran out of Tang, I think, didn't you, at one point?
The Canadian Embassy did their best to keep feeding us, but we were just so nervous that we really couldn't deal with it. And but it, you know, when I look back, it was one of the most exciting things that happened in those early years.